Ramprasad and the Silver Tear. In a little village built of mud and sunshine lived a farmer named Ramprasad. He was old, thin, and wore clothes patched like a quilt, but his hands were strong, and his spirit was even stronger. This was his home, and this tiny patch of dry earth was his life. Every morning, before the sun painted the sky completely orange, Ramprasad was already out. Kachak, kachak, went his old wooden hoe, turning the dusty, stubborn soil. The land was dry, and the monsoon had been unkind. Today, his hoe hit something hard, not a usual rock, but a deeply buried tangle of roots, old and thick like sleeping snakes. "Oh ho," he sighed, pulling at the tough obstacle. Giving up was not in Ramprasad's old bones. He tugged and pulled until snap! The root gave way. And where the root had been, Ramprasad saw a patch of dark, wet soil. Deeper still, a faint silver gleam, a single tiny bead of water welling up from below. It wasn't a river or even a puddle. It was just a weep, a tear from the deep earth. But Ramprasad treated it like a treasure chest. He carefully dug a tiny basin around the spot, scooping out the dry dust, making sure not one drop was wasted. From his patched cloth bag, he brought out 3 special seeds, perfect plump seeds he had saved for a rainy day. But today, the rain was the silver tear from the earth. He tucked them gently into the damp earth. Ramprasad guarded his little patch. He brought water, drop by drop, from the village well only to supplement the tiny spring. Days turned into weeks. The other farmers watched, shaking their heads kindly. Then, one morning, a miracle. Quiet and small, 3 perfect, bright green shoots pushed their way toward the sun. They looked like tiny, hopeful flags waving on the dry battlefield of Ramprasad's farm. Ramprasad nurtured them until they grew tall, bearing their bounty. The dry season persisted, yet on his tiny, water-fed patch, 3 glorious, deep red chili plants thrived. He picked the biggest chili, shining like a ruby in the morning light. He didn't sell them. Ramprasad walked into the village square and shared his bounty, handing one bright chili to a neighbor, then another. "The earth gives back," he whispered, "when we treat every drop and every seed with love." His triumph was small, but his heart was full.